Hi-ho everyone, how are you today? I am at patterncollections.com. This is a website, not an app. I just happen to access it on my phone so that you can make it easier for you to see on my videos. There are so much stuff on this website, and I just want to let you know that if you have a moment and you have an extra $1 to spare, if you could click this PayPal button, this will send you to a donate page. It is not my page. I have nothing to do with this money. It goes directly to Ina, who runs this website. You can donate $5, $10, $20, $1, any amount you want to. You have an extra $100 laying around, do that too. Doesn't matter. You can either donate with PayPal or with a credit card. You can make it a monthly donation. So, you know, if you want to give Ina $5 a month or $2 a month or $10 a month, whatever, you can click that little button and it will go monthly. This is just to help offset the cost of this website. She is paying for this out of her pocket, and look at how many people have seen this website. 7.5 million people have viewed this website. She has to pay for every single one of those views. So even if those views don't cost very much, even if they cost just pennies, that's still expensive, right? So if you can help her offset those costs, I would be appreciative. If you don't want to do a monthly donation, you can go in here to ebooks and you can purchase one of Ina's ebooks. Then you're getting something and she's getting something, okay? $5, $8, and she actually has a few that are at no cost with free downloads. So you may not be aware of that, but go into there under ebooks. Today I'm going to go to Pattern Focus. I'm going to scroll way down because yes, there are things for February and January that we are not at yet. We are still doing December. We are in December. We were doing mandalas in December. And so we're going down here to, let's see, we did the candles last week. So we're doing stars this week. And since we only have one video for this week, I'm going to do this one because I'd never seen it before. I went through and looked at all of them, and I decided I had never seen this one before. Looks very interesting. Let me, instead of me holding my phone up so I can't hardly jiggle around, I'm going to zoom you in. So it looks like that when it's finished. Isn't that interesting? I have no idea. So I thought I would give it a try. I've never tried it before. This one does have quite a bit of penciling, and I think I may draw some of these steps all in pencil first and then go over it with pen, just because. So step number 1 is to draw a little square. That's going to be the middle of your star thing, so depending on how big you make that will be how big your star is going to be. Then step number 2, looks like we're going to draw an extension from the one straight edge. We're going to make a triangle, but we're not making it here. We're making one leg of the triangle straight on with this box. Do you see how that's different? Oh, you're all getting some glare, sorry. And the red is the part that's pen, and the green is pencil. So I think I'm going to draw this shape in pencil and then go over it with pen. That would be easier for me. And you do that all the way around. So you should end up with pieces that look like that, but it shows this little bit of pencil. So what, like I said, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this all the way around in pencil, and then I'll come back and do pen for the part that needs to be pen and leave the little pencil bit, because you need that for this next step. once we get those all the way around, then we're going to make this kind of candy cane shape. We're going to go straight across here so that these two are parallel. Once we get out there about where that point is, we're going to do a little curve and do that all the way around. And then using this sort of as a reference, coming along here, it's going to come out. See how that's the same width right here? And then make that curve and continue all the way around. And then we erase these because that's the part where it goes like under and over. So see how when you're finished, you have an under and over woven sort of effect. So you have this shape and this shape, and they're interconnected. Yeah, you couldn't see that because I forgot to look up and see where I was at. Let's try that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finish it off for 6. So then the final product looks like that. We can have variations as to what we do with this part here. I like how she got them hanging over the top of things. Very cool. So I'm just going to do one. I don't feel like being overly ambitious today. I don't know why. I'm just not in the mood. So that's what I'm going to do. I have lost my... I had a thing where I was setting my phone up against it, so I got it closer to my face, but I've lost that. Okay, turn my light on. Zoom to the proper zoomage. Kind of looks about right. I don't know why my camera is so far. I want my... Things are just still not quite right. I moved my camera when I did that jazzy art box unboxing, and I've still not quite got it back where I want it. That's better, I think. Yeah, that's better. Still a little off, but I'll have to play with it. Anyways, let's do a little bit in pencil to start with. So I want my arms to kind of come out this way, which means I will need my box to go which way? Which way do I need my box if I want my arms to come this way? The box will then go this. Kind of goes just a little crooked. I'm just practicing with a pencil. Like that. Okay, I think I've got it. So I want my box to be like that, and then I want these to come out and down, but not all the way. Out, down, but not all the way. Out, down, not all the way. Out and down, not all the way. Right? I think so. And then we want a parallel here, this way. with a hook. Right? I think so. Something like that. And then we want this to go here and around there. Okay, I think that's it. That wasn't that difficult. Wonder what we could do to make that more curvy. Could have come in a little there. I could have made that more of a curved line. Just thinking out loud. Okay. Do I want to embellish? Let's embellish somehow. Let's do this a little thicker. Maybe we want that with a bigger pen. That would help with a bigger pen. That'll help straighten up some of my lines too. And then maybe just a little on that. Not as thick. How does that look? That looks good. I'm happy with that. Do I want to curve this? No. Okay. Let's do a little thickness right there. This is just adding some line weight. Gives your work some interest, some variation in line weight. Really brings a little bit of more interest to the pattern. Do I want a color? Here, I'm going to break out my watercolor. And I'm going to do a complementary color scheme maybe, or we just did those color lessons, so let's use our color wheel and figure out where I want to go with colors. Ooh, I like this green and purple next to each other, and those are they're part of a triad. I don't have to use the third color. Would be green, purple, and orange would be the triad according to my color wheel. If you didn't watch that video, go back and watch one. So this would be number 19 and 22. This little fan deck I got as a gift. It's actually a Royal and Langnickel watercolor set, but I couldn't find it on Amazon. I don't know where it was gifted to me from. So I went on Amazon and tried to find something that was similar, and I did. So it's on my link in my description box below if you are interested. I'm just not too sure where this particular one came from, but they look identical. So I suspect that there's just one manufacturer that puts a variety of names onto this particular product. That happens quite a bit. So I suspect that's similar. And what did I decide I was going to do? I was going to use the number 19, which is this one. You can barely see it. It's very dark. But I like that they had color numbers that goes in order. So this 18, 19, 22, 25, 27. Okay. And then I've already swatched them, so I know what they're going to look like. So I want this purple and green, I think. I should have put a little water on these to activate them. I didn't, but that's all right. So what I want to do is I'm going to, right at the edge, make it really dark, and then pull color out that way. I should have, do I have another water brush nearby? I do. I should have just wet this to start with so that it will pull the color out. This is not watercolor paper, so it's not going to react the way watercolor paper reacts. So for those of you who, you're doing it wrong. That's not how watercolor works. Yes, I know, because it's not watercolor paper. I'll put a little water down first, see what happens. That's better. That's more what I wanted it to do. Get a little bit more of a gradient by doing it on a wet paper rather than on a dry paper. And I know my paper is going to buckle because this isn't watercolor paper. I know it's not going to take the color properly because it's not watercolor paper. It's okay. It's just playtime. You can play with your colors without being super like over the top with them, you know? I'll take that color up there, because why not? Something like that. Don't like where the camera is. I don't like the camera angle. I'm going to have to fix that before my next video. I want my work area over here, not over there. You probably didn't see half of what I just did because I suspect I was off camera. Okay, so then I also want this green. Put some water in it. You guys can't see it. Sticking some water in that green. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Very green there and get lighter as I go. That's not blending well. It's even worse with the green than it was with the purple. That's okay. You know what? Maybe we'll use some of this darker green on there as well. There's a darker green next door. Let's use a little of that. Sort of an olivey green. See what that does. Mixed in there. That's better. You guys still can't see anything. Boy, oh boy. I really don't like where my camera is. That's very, very green over here. A little bit more vibrant than I had intended. Oh well, that's alright. Maybe if I put some more of that dark in there, it will olive up a little and it won't be quite so saturated. And as you can see, because it's not watercolor paper, it bled out where I didn't want it. And it's kind of funky, but it's alright. I'm not displeased with how it came out. Not quite what I had envisioned in my head, but I'm not that displeased. It works. Put away all my paper, my colors. Don't want to mess with it anymore because it's wet. But that will do. That's okay. It's kind of cool. I like it. I think I should have shaded though. You think I can get in there and shade it after the fact? Will that cause an issue because the paper is wet? Probably. Am I going to try it anyway? Yep. Just got to be careful not to rip the paper. I like that. That was here. And here. So here and here and here and there. And I really should have shaded first before I added color. If you're going to add watercolors to your work, shade it first. Don't do what I just did. Don't follow my example. I like that. And then I think I want it inside here too. Something like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now I need to sign it and put the name Devano's Star. Let me make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Alrighty, there we go. There's the last pattern for this month. Next month we will move on to working on the patterns that, let's see, this is February, so March we will work on patterns that are on the pattern focus for January, right? I'm 2 months behind on pattern focuses. So in February I did December prompts. So in March I'm going to do January prompts. Yes, I need to write that down in my notebook here so I remember what I'm doing. January prompt. Okay. I have some plans. I'm planned out through the middle of March. That's good. Who knows what's going to happen after that, but I'm planned out that far. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video, which will be back-to-back lesson number 13, and we're going to start our grid journey. That's going to be a thing. If you guys have not done a grid journey yet, hold on to your hats, boy, because grids are not my thing. You guys know that. I prefer a more flowy pattern. So it's going to be a challenge for me to go through the grid journey because I did not do that when the whole lesson came out back in the day. I didn't do my grid journey because I don't like grids. So we're going to work on it together, and I'm going to learn some new skills and come up with some new stuff, and we will just take this one lesson at a time. I hope you guys are having a good day. Stay safe. Go out and do something nice for someone today so we can make the world a better place, one person at a time, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.